What's going on, my beautiful people from YouTube? Guys, I'm excited. I'm going to talk about Planetwatch today. I've been kind of talking about this already when it comes to Discord, so some of you guys have already been able to get in, have started purchasing things. You've got units coming your way, so congrats to some of you. If you don't know about Discord, I'll put a link down below so you guys can join me there as well and get, I guess, notified. Basically, here's the deal. I'm not talking about stuff unless I know exactly what I'm talking about. So I'll have discussions inside of the Discord, and Planetwatch has been one of them. So let me go into what we're going to talk about today. We're going to cover 3 things. First off, I'm going to go over what Planetwatch is all about. I'll give you a quick overview about the system. Secondly, I'm going to do a little unboxing. So this unit right here, the Aware Element unit. So I'll show you guys what's inside, what you get, and basically, honestly, how easy it is. And lastly, I will tell you what I think about purchasing yourself a unit. And this is actually a big deal because I think it applies to more than just the Aware unit. So I would stick around for that one. Now, I will start like I usually do by just asking you guys to smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm. Guys, thank you so much for the support. The channel is actually growing and going really well because of all of you. So if you leave a comment down below, let me know what I can improve on, what you think could be better, things that you want me to look at, cover, whatever it is, engage. YouTube loves it. So that's where we're at. And let me start by telling you that I have been trying to do my due diligence when it comes to Planetwatch, and I really like when people are just upfront about stuff, right? Like, I love that pragmatic approach that people just say, hey, this is what's going on, these are the facts, end of story. Because I rather be the judge of things, right? That's why I try to give you guys facts. I like making my own decisions. I like coming up with my own opinions, and to do that, all I need are facts. So when somebody is able to provide that to me, I love it. And it tells you a lot about their character too. So, yeah, I mean, that's one of the reasons why I am like loving Planetwatch more and more, not necessarily because of what's being said, but how it's being said. And what I'm talking about is an AMA. And I want to show you just less than a minute worth of it, but this is just a response, and take a listen how it's approached.
Myself too often, but when I feel that something needs to be clarified, I will not shy away from this. Now, here comes the first question. Do you cover the cost of Planet Watchers who had a delay to get their September Equino batch? I'm going to be a bit blunt, but I hope it's clear. I see no cost to cover here because Planetwatch is not an investment scheme. Sorry, guys, it is not. Planetwatch is an environmental monitoring project with rewards to those who help us generate data. Now, let's talk about costs. Okay.
I won't go over the the rest of the details, but essentially what he goes on to say is that you're buying a license. Your license doesn't actually start until you activate the product, so you're not losing any money. So don't try to cry wolf here. That's what he goes into. But I love the fact that he's just blunt about it. Now, if you guys have been following some of the helium stuff I've been covering, let me tell you why this is a big deal. There's no legal team behind this guy going, you can't say it this way, you can't say this, or you can't say that. When somebody's that honest, that blunt about stuff, they mean what they're saying. And I love that. To me, that is a huge win for the project itself, because it allows us to see that, oh, this is what it's all about. This dude's just there, like, telling you guys what he thinks, how he thinks about the project. And I guess, I can trust it because those are his real thoughts. That doesn't happen very often in projects. People try to embellish the truth way too often. And that was like one of the first things that kind of went, oh, that's pretty cool. That's something I can get behind if that's the approach. Because again, I like making up my own mind. So when I get just answers straightforward, I love it. I'm head over heels over that type of thing. But this is their website, their US version of the website, and you can go in here, and I actually recommend you to go in here to take a look at it. I was super confused when I first looked at it, but let me explain why I was confused. They have things here where it says buy. You got licenses and you got sensors. There are 4 different types of sensors, and there are 4 different types of licenses. So licenses look like this. So you have a different license for every sensor type. What are sensor types? Well, depending on the sensor, they are measuring different things. So a type 1 sensor is measuring PM 2.5, NO2, O3, and CO. Depending on the type, again, type 2 is only going to be PM 2.5, and it's got a little plant go along with it. So this is the unit. This type 1 is the unit that he was referring to that had a delay in sheepy, the shipping this unit out. Now, we're going to focus on today is type 4 sensors. And the price varies depending on the sensor because your rewards also vary based on the sensor. So that sensor one that's being delayed, it's $300 a year. So that's how much people had to pay to essentially get on a waiting list to be able to buy the product. So you had to buy the license and then you got the chance to buy the product. That's kind of how that one worked. Type 2 licenses are $42. Type 3 licenses are $60. And again, I showed you guys what those sensors look like. So type 1, type 2, and then type 3, which is the Senscape Mini, and then we have type 4. And type 4 sensors are going to be $42 a year. So that's the most popular sensor, and I'll show you numbers wise why that's the most popular sensor. If we take a look at their token models, this is actually pretty cool. 95% of the supply is going to reward people that are mining, that are reporting back to the blockchain. Now, they are really upfront about this, and I don't necessarily like a reward split or like a commission type of thing, but the way they do it makes me totally okay with it. First off, because their max supply is 95% going directly to the people that are mining. So they're only going to get tokens as these tokens are mined, with the exception of that 5%, as opposed to other projects that only allocate like 50% of the tokens to mining. So this actually is a really high number. So I understand why they did the 20% Planetwatch earnings there. Now they go, a step further. So if you take a look at their, white papers, they actually break it down. So max daily rewards are right up here, and then you have max miner daily rewards. Like, they're super clear with the stuff. So I can't even be upset about it because they really tell you, like, all rewards earned by sensors are split as follows, and they talk about it right there over and over again. So you can't miss it. Like, you got to be blind to miss these things. But take a look at this. For the sensor that I'm going to open up right now, we're talking about a 23.04 earnings a day. So let's do this, 23.04 earnings a day. And let's take a look at the price of planets. We're sitting at about 30 cents right now. So I'm just going to copy that right there. And we're back. Now I'm going to do what a daily earning is times the price of the token. So today you can earn almost $7 a day with that unit. You can extrapolate that for a whole, let's say, a year. So 356. So you can earn $2,470.51 in a year with a unit that's way, way cheaper than that. So this is just a beautiful ROI that these units generate. You can, break even on these units within a month and a half, depending on the unit types. And I'll show you more units later on, but it's a really good deal. And I know maybe I'm a little late to the game as far as sharing this information with all of you guys, but it's because I wanted to do my due diligence. I've had my Aware sensor for a long time, but I didn't cover it because I didn't feel like I knew enough about it, and I hadn't done my research enough to be able to share it with you. That's the reason why you're hearing about it now, and why I said that people in the Discord heard about it earlier. So let's get right into this show and tell, and I'll show you what's in the box. Here we go. All right, so what can we expect out of these units? Well, you can definitely see that there's a little bit of difference in color when they're printing these things. So in my opinion, they've probably been sitting around for a while. But that's besides the point. Let's take a look at what's inside. So I'll keep this one on the side so that you have references to what we're looking at. And we'll open this one here up. Inside, you're going to find some very basic things, the unit itself. In the back of this unit, again, it's very simple. You're going to have the plug for the USB-C so the power can go in, and 2 buttons up and down. And I'll be able to show you that when I do a setup video where you can see it changes the display itself. Underneath my finger is the little number for you to register your unit. It's a little unique identifier. And there are LEDs back here that do light up. Inside of the rest of the box, we're going to see what. All right, so we have a power adapter, and a USB cable. And this is going to go to that USB-C plug that I told you before. This is the power plug that comes with it. It is 5 volts and 2 amps. Pretty straightforward. The plug there's not a lot to it. Inside of the top of the box here, you get a little instructional manual that I will go over when I do the setup, but it is a quick start guide, and it tells you all of the things that this unit itself can actually sense. So you have PM 2.5, total VOCs, CO2, temperature, and humidity. So I mean, it is a pretty nice unit on its own. Shows you the setup process. You can see that's where the LEDs are, the buttons I mentioned. There's a little reset button I didn't actually show you in the back of the unit there. And yeah, pretty straightforward. Now, let's get back into what this is all about. The unit's pretty straightforward. It looks really simple because it is. I actually like the look and feel of it, and I'm pretty pumped to get it, set up and show you guys how that works. But let's talk about buying yourself a unit. And I did show you, the different sensors and what's going on with that here. And I'll put it up on the screen so you guys can follow along. I'm not a huge fan of the Atmos, Atmo 2 Pro because it doesn't have a way to connect directly to the internet. You have to go via Bluetooth. So I do like the Element as far as a Type 4 sensor goes because of that specifically. Now, there is this Type 3 sensor, which does have Wi-Fi and has been, shipping out. People have gotten those, which does earn you, 30. Pull up the calculator real quick and do this math here, just so that we have it in front of us as well. 30.87360 times, what are we at for planet tokens? So 0.3012. All right, so that one will earn you over $9 a day at the current token price, and we could do 356. So that's $3,300 a year, and they are a lot bigger. So this is what the unit looks like. I can show you right here. That's the little guy right there. I'll do an unboxing of this one later, but it earns you more, right? Why would you want to get Aware over that one? It's really going to boil down to what unit can you actually get first off, and pricing. And when it comes to pricing, this sensor type 3 is going to be a little bit more expensive. And when I say a little bit, I mean a lot more expensive. They're going on eBay right now for like $1,400. That's how much they're selling for. Now, the Type 4 sensor for Element, and this is where I'm told you that I'm like, I don't know how I feel about this, and I'll tell you why. The approach in crypto is that you pre-order and then you wait. And I despise that. And I've talked about this when it comes to Helium, and we've had some trouble with Helium, because people can't get their Nebras. It's been like a year and people still haven't gotten their units. I mean, you got Rack trying to fulfill orders in there. I guess they're working as hard as they can, but they can't fulfill all the orders. And in my case here for Planetwatch, it's even getting a little worse. But before I go there, this is what I like to see. Ideally, I would love for the crypto world to not have any pre-sales. I hate pre-sales. I would much rather have things ship out right away. You buy it, you get it. That's the ideal way to do it. I mean, there are like campaigns for like games, right? Like people buying games, like don't pre-order your game. Don't give devs your money before you get the final product. I get that. Like people are trying to get the money so they can, manufacture things. It's just a bad position to be in as a consumer. That's my biggest pet peeve with it all. Now, when it comes to the Aware units, and this is their website, and this is kind of crazy, but I can go Aware Element and I can go to buy the Aware Element. Now you can order now for $299. What I will tell you is that by ordering from their site, units will not ship until mid-November 2021. That's what they're saying. Crazy thing is that I know people that ordered them before the price went up. Yes, the price did increase. When they, realized that they would be able to sell a lot of these, they bumped the price up. And I guess it's understandable. That's a fair business decision to do. But I have heard people that purchased for $300 that already got their units, and people that purchased for $150 that did not. People that were promised the units at $150 and did not. That's my biggest pet peeve right now. I understand that they're out of stock. However, I'm just a little iffy, and I will get to the bottom of, are they fulfilling orders that were placed or not? Like that's where I'm at with it. And that's why I personally wouldn't say go buy it right now. I just can't say, I can't encourage you to do that, right? If you go to Amazon, I ordered one purchase of, the last one I ordered these was on September 9th. So it's been a month since I ordered mine, and I got it for the cheaper price. And I can show you right here the history, right? Some of these were selling for as much as $450. That was like the latest sale. That happened, yesterday? But yeah, if you take a look at this, over the last month, the lowest price was $229. So $230 over the last month. Kind of crazy, because if you go up, let's go all. These units were selling for $150. And then all of a sudden, look at that price jump and price jump again. So I understand the price jump. I understand that there's a supply and demand thing going on here. That's not the problem that I have with it. I just want to know, will they honor things? Because at the end of the day, that's what I care about. I want to make sure that companies are doing good. I can tell you for a fact that Planetwatch is a company that, they're doing good. Their goal is to do good for people. And I can totally get behind that. I want to make sure that, the Aware Element does the same thing and has the same track record. So that's why I do these videos, to make sure that I'm giving you guys information that matters, so that you don't get yourself, I don't want to say in trouble, but into something that won't work later on or might fail. Because guys, please understand that I already have my unit. I don't care if you buy it or not at the end of the day. But I hate when people get scammed. I hate when people get taken advantage of. So if they're not able to honor these orders that people ordered at a lower rate, well, I'm going to come back here and I'm going to let you guys know, because I don't think it's fair. I don't think it's the right way to do business. Let's just hope that it's a supply shortage, and I promise you, I'll get to the bottom of it. And I want to make sure that people are getting what is rightfully theirs, that they put their hard-earned money into it. So if anybody gets refunds, reach out, let me know, because we're going to get to the bottom of this. All right. I guess that's it, right? Yeah, I think we did the number 1, 2, and 3, and then let's do number 4, which is smashing the like button for the YouTube algorithm, as we usually do towards the end of the video. If you guys have any questions about Planetwatch or anything else related to crypto or life, I cook pretty good steaks too. So just leave a comment down below, join the Discord, make sure you're following on Twitter and all that good stuff, because I'm here to help you guys get to your next level when it comes to crypto, and making sure that you're setting things up like this to get yourself some really nice passive income. Because at the end of the day, I don't want to work forever. I want to make sure these little miners are working for me instead. So let's do that, and let's do it together. And hopefully we can, get some enjoyment out of this crypto market that's booming right now. So thanks, guys. See you guys in the next one. Take care.